Hi everybody, Saul Sunforge here for Dungeons and Taverns. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Yesterday we made our legendary creature, the Marionette, and the campaign is tomorrow, and so I still have to make the marionettes, the little tiny minions, because most legendary creatures, you don't want them by themselves. The action economy is going to always be against them, and it just creates a uneventful fight where the boss is just surrounded and is just taking punishment, and it's not fun for the players or the DM. So I am going to start out with the Marionettes Children, and I was going to name them something else, but then I figured it'd be kind of cool to name Charles, for Chucky, for the boy, and then Annabelle for the girl. And, obviously you play off of a Child's Play, and then Annabelle. And so these creatures, they're gonna be, small size. Or maybe, no, they might be medium size. And then the other dolls that aren't these two special dolls will be small size. That's what we'll do. But since the Marionette, I valued her at what was it, CR 16, I believe. Might have bumped it up to CR 17, but that's not really terribly important, because after a while you get to understand what your party can and can't handle, and your ultimate goal is to put pressure on the party, right? And you want to put as much tension on them as they can handle, but know when to pull it back. Just tease it back at the right moment, and you'll create these little sub moments. And the party will be more engaged in the combat. And so what I'm going to do with Charles and Annabelle is they are going to be the spellcasters. And you'd think that the main boss would be the main spellcaster. But really, other than being able to teleport and magic missile, there isn't too much else going for her in terms of magic. Like, they're mostly abilities. She doesn't really have any spells per se. And so I'm thinking that I'm gonna have Callie, hush, honey.
Sorry, Daddy.
It's okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna have one as melee fighter, and the other as ranged. I was either gonna do that, or since they're twins, I'm gonna have them use the same spell pool. So if one can cast Fireball, the other one can cast like Ice Storm or something. So they'll be opposites, but they're going to use the same pool of spells. Like they have like 7 spell slots, for instance. They're going to split them. And damage to one, half of it goes to the other. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that is sick. Hun. I'm not going to stop the video. I want to explain. It's pretty exciting. All right. Since Charles and Annabelle are twins, and I'm still recording, just so you know. Since Charles and Annabelle are twins, I'm going to have one do the opposite spells of the other. like to show that they're different. You know, they're different because twins like to differentiate themselves from each other sometimes. So, like for instance, when one of them is going to be able to cast fireballs, the other one casts ice spells. But since they're twins, they both use a shared pool of spells. Like a normal spellcaster could cast 7 first level spells. Well, between both of them, they share those same 7 points to use the first level spells. But also, when one of them gets hit, half of the damage gets diverted to the other one. Does that sound like a sweet ability?
Yeah. Sounds cool, honey.
All right, I just want to know what you thought.
Yeah.
And we'll have to write all that down, and we will soon. But first, let's pick. Here, let's filter. And I want to give them. We want to look at creatures. What CR would they ideally be? 6. We'll give them CR 6. And we want to look at undead only. I said CR 6. Okay. Nothing less than 6. Okay, I see. My mistake. Alright, so what abilities am I going to give them? I view them more as an undead. And I might even look into some of the construct stuff. And we'll see what we come up with. But a really sweet but underused monster that I would find to be extremely terrifying if I was a character and I actually encountered this monster, is a Bodak. These things are freaking terrifying. Look at that face. And so I think I'm going to let their dolls, like when they're going to cast a spell, I might make it like when they're preparing the spell, they open their mouth up that wide. I wonder if that would be kind of cool. Like they cast the spell out of their mouth. The other one could cast it out of their eyes. That might, I don't know. Is that too video gamey? That might be too, I don't know. Who would be more of a melee focused, Chucky or Annabelle? These are questions for the scholars. I'd say probably Chucky, maybe, because he has that knife. Alright, so are these dolls going to be fast? No, I don't think they would be. For Chucky, we'll get, for his strength, he's given 12. He's just a doll, you know? Why is it? No. Yeah, we want that number 10. Give me that number 10. There we go. Strength 12. No, I want the 10. I said. My font. You give me the 10. Stop trying to do that. Go to back to 14. It does that a lot. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why. All right. So we lowered his strength. So you can see that since this is a challenge rating 6, us lowering his strength by 3 is pretty significant. So we can add other cool stuff later. So we're kind of putting that in the bank, you know. And if I was actually making this on notebook paper and not doing it in the computer because I'm showing you, I would actually mark that I put that +3 strength in the bank to transform it into something else. So this way, if I want to give it a super strong ability, you know, make sure I have enough in the bank before I can spend it on that strong ability. Dexterity 16. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna reduce it to a 14, but I already got that +3 strength in the bank. I'll even mark it, like I would. So we know what we have in the bank to spend on sweet abilities. Constitution 15. Chucky keeps coming back. I'd say I'm going to give him that 3 strength that's in the bank towards Constitution. See, look, and it went back to 14 again. I don't understand that. 10. Now, we can argue if 3 strength is equal to 3 con and things like that. But just make it simple. Hey, it stayed at 10 that time. Oh my gosh. The font stayed at 10. All right. We're gonna make that intelligence a 12. So that means we owe 5. Alright, so we reduced wisdom by 2. So then we only owe 3. And the charisma, they're pretty ugly things. Look, it went back to 14 again. The life of an internet blockbuster sensation, huh? These things are ugly. They're ugly. Make that like a 7. So now 7 minus 3, so wait, did I do it right? 5. Oh, so 2. So we're at +2. +2. And that was on charisma. because the difference between 12 and 7 is 5. And then we owed 3, so 5 minus 3 is 2. Alright. So I see. It's every time I go back down to this line and then go back up, it keeps it the same. But if I stayed right where I'm at and just kept typing, it would stay at 10. It's whenever I go check out a line that has the 14 font that it goes back to 14. We got it now. Alright. Perception and stealth. I agree. That would be the same. I think that would be the same for what I'm trying to create. Perception and stealth. So those are what they're proficient at. So that means the proficiency would be plus 3. I'll be right back. I'm going to go change out of my hoodie into a shirt that's cooler. It's really hot. I'm putting a shirt on. Yeah, taking the hoodie off. It's hot. Yeah, here, hold it for a moment. All right, much better. Okay. So, perception and stealth is what we are proficient with. So that means their perception would be a 3. Because their wisdom would be a plus 0. And then their proficiency bonus is a 3. And then stealth, so that would be 6. Because you take their dex, half it, that's 8, minus 5, that's 3. If you watched my previous videos, I showed you the quick, easy way to get your bonuses. You take your score, whatever it is, and half it. If it's not an even number, you round down, and then you half it. And then you subtract 5 from whatever you halved it. And that works with negative numbers too. You just got to use negative signs. Okay, so Constitution's 18. Half it, it's 9. Minus 5, leaves 4. Intelligence halved. It's 6 minus 5. It's a +1. Wisdom halved is 5 minus 5 is a +0. Or, I just use a hyphen for a line through it. Okay, so 6 and a half, 3. So that means this is a -2. And what AC and let me see how I did that one. Okay, the age, race, weight. Okay, where's the health? Okay, I put the. All right, so HP and AC. HP.
Hello, darling. Here's that.
Hmm?
For me.
Hold on, my daughter wants juice.
Oh. So it's hot, darling.
What's that?
Hot.
Mm-hmm. Daddy forgot to grab a glass when he was in the kitchen.
Callie, you drinking another juice?
Yeah.
I didn't know she just had one. Here.
She's had about
Yeah.
4 today. You said you needed a cup?
No, I'm good. Because I was gonna get ice and all that stuff too. All right, so HP, we'll give him 71. It's not that bad of a number, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it so that once they die, it just incapacitates them. Basically, they lose their link with the marionette, and then like every like on initiative count 20 on a certain roll or whatever. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to. I'm thinking about making it so that the marionette can reestablish those links, and basically they come back into play after a certain amount of rounds of downtime, essentially, for the party to be able to deal with the other ads, or if there are no ads, to take that time where the room is clear except for the boss to beat on the boss a bit. Because the part they, it's not like there's a lot. It's a lot of ads to deal with, but no matter how low health they have, the party they still have to dedicate resources or attacks to deal with those targets at some point. If there's one or two little dolls and they're only hitting you for 8, 12, 13 here and there, it's not much, right? But if you don't deal with those dolls, you're going to end up having more dolls. And then you're going to have, 4, 5, 6 of them doing, 8, 10, 13 damage. And it starts becoming a little bit overwhelming at a certain point. So I want to see how well they deal with this circumstance. And if they're thrashing the lesser dolls, if they're thrashing the lesser dolls around, and the room is clear for that in one round, the dolls are summoned and they're killed, and the room is cleared. then I'll probably introduce that mechanic where the marionette is able to essentially revive her children dolls and maybe even replace some of their parts on the spot, something like that. Sorry. I know when I don't say nothing for a while, it's like, what the heck is he doing? But I have 3 monitors, so I'm sorry if it's very strange sometimes. I'm sure. I apologize for that. Okay, so 71 HP. Let's talk about movement speed now. And you know, they are just dolls. They aren't gonna move as fast as a person. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. They can move at a terrifying speed, but anything's a terrifying speed for a freaking doll, right? It's you don't expect it. So any movement from a doll is terrifying. Ah, that's good coffee. It's from the store I work at. It's just a bag of Dunkin' Donuts blend, hazelnut. It's delicious. That I do not. I'm not endorsed by them or anything. So take that for what it's worth. What kind of AC are we gonna give this thing? Are we gonna make? We're not gonna make. Well, shoot. It gets the +3 from the dex. We'll say it gets +2 natural armor. Due to its composition. We'll say we'll give it an AC of 15. How about that? AC of 15. That doesn't seem very hard to hit. I mean, my players are sitting here with +10s to hit and things. So a 15. I mean, this shouldn't be too hard. Should I? Let's make it a 17. Alright. We'll get rid of that charisma in the bank. We'll call that more or less an even trade. Because I could have boosted their proficiency bonus, even 1, maybe 2. And I might not give it as many spells as I was. And that'll make up for the AC bonus. Because this one, Chucky isn't going to be too much of a spellcaster. He's more or less going to be going up into melee. Alright, one spot between. Alright. Resistances. I put condition immunities and damage immunities in the same column. It's just to save space, because you'll never have a full column all the way across unless you had like 13 things, but you know. Alright, so damage resistances. Cold. Necrotic. Poison. They don't even have to be magical weapons. Oh, you know. So that adds, you know, really that adds to the bank because I'm not using, I'm not using all those resistances and the whole non-magical attack. Being able to hit for full with a normal, just any weapon, is a pretty big deal. So. Non-magical attacks. Alright. Can it be charmed, frightened, poisoned? No, it can't be poisoned because I already put that in the resistances. Wait, is it resistant or immune to poison? Resistant. Resistance, fine. Is there anything it's immune to? He flat out shrugs off. It's immune. Crap. Forgot. That's annoying. It should change it back automatically. It's immune to sleep spells. It's immune to sleep. Charm. And frightened. Yeah. Does it have dark vision? Yeah, give it dark vision. Give it just 30 feet of dark vision. Understands common, but only speaks to its mother. Are you my mommy? Alright, so is there anything over here that we want to give it? We're saving this for somebody else. A fist? No. Death gaze? No. A withering gaze? No. Alright, well, that's pretty much it we're going to take from the Bodak. Let's take a look at some constructs now. Yeah, we'll still go CR6 as the starting. Spiked Tomb Guardian. What do we got here? Look, he has 93 hit points. So we might have went a little bit low on the hit points, but that's okay, because if he's going to be able to come back, then that should work out fine. Aversion to fire. Vulnerable. Fire. Vulnerable to fire. That adds a decent amount to the bank. But I explained the bank enough. I don't want to keep having to go back and keep changing the sizes. Hopefully you understand. You understand the principle now, yes? Magic resistance. Advantage on saving throws against spells. Should I make it all spells or just certain schools of spells? That might be too much, you know, for I don't mind complicating things, but when you're dealing with a whole bunch of players, you know, they don't like to remember too many extra gimmicks and things. Usually, some players like the additional bit. Immune to. I was going to put polymorph, but shape changing effects. And we were talking about his speed, and I actually forgot to continue that thought, huh? I did. I for sure did. I'm sorry. Alright, so since he's just a doll, we'll probably give him 20. So he's able to move a bit, but well, actually, he is the melee one. 25. We'll give him 25. We'll give Annabelle 20. We'll write it down now because so I don't forget. So it's like, even if I'm like later on, like, why did I write speed 20? It's like, well, it must have been something intentional because I intentionally made it. All right, that's pretty cool with that kind of stuff. Now, the attacks. And then we'll go over here so I can show you the whole process. "5e weapons" on Google, and then you go through. It tells you all the different types of conditions and things, properties for weapons, but it gives you the chart. It's in my player's handbook, but I don't like to always get my books because they're, they're not next to me. So you go with the dagger, which is a D4. Where's the dagger at? Even dagger D4, and you see the range on it and stuff. So it could be thrown. All right, so we'll give him his attack. Give him. He gets 3. You can put it however you want. Actually, I could just do this. I was gonna maybe give him a second, a different type of attack too, but like these guys, they're special, but they're not as special as the marionette. So, you gotta trim expectations a little bit. There we go. He splits damage that he takes with his sister. We'll give her something similar, but a different. And that'll be like a little puzzle within the encounter that the group will have to figure out. Because if they do, then they can exploit it. But alright, so the dagger, we'll make it a the Dagger of Vengeance +2. It deals 1d4 +2 plus how much should I make her poison? Plus 1d6 poison. And for players who are watching this, which I mean, I guess you can. Hopefully, you're not a player in my campaign. I don't want you guys watching any of my creation videos. You shouldn't be, cheaters. But so what I was saying is for players, one D4 means one four-sided dice. It's a +2 dagger, so it gets +2 to its damage. And then the poison adds an extra 1d6 on top. That seems fair. That seems like a okay amount. You know, we don't want him doing crazy amounts of damage, because there's going to be, there's potentially going to be quite a few ads, especially if they can't keep up with killing them. If they can't keep up with killing them, then that becomes a problem, and it starts stacking unless they find a way to control the situation. But you can see how it would quickly go out of control if there's a D6 amount of ads, plus these two dolls occasionally in the mix with the legendary creature itself. And that's a lot of pressure, to throw onto them. All right, so they get a +2 to their attack. What is there to hit? 3 + 6. It's a +2 dagger, so it's a +8 to hit. +8 to hit. And since it's a Dagger of Vengeance, 19 to 20 times 2. So they have an extra chance to crit. Instead of critting on just a 20, they crit on 19 or 20, which might not be a big deal, but for this guy. But when players get items that give them crit on a higher range, or they're the champion class fighter who gets to increase their crit range, 19 and 20, and then eventually 18 to 20, that's huge. Over the course of a campaign, you can see how that would stack immensely. Yeah, that's. Are we gonna give him any type of magic spell? I might, but I'm gonna keep that off this video, just in case the players are watching. But yeah, so I mean that's a pretty decent layout. And then medium category, size category, medium. Oh, come on, man. You're messing with me. It's so annoying. Medium. And that's all I guess I really need to know about it. Well, (3'1". We'll say he weighs. We'll say he weighs 30 pounds. 31 pounds. And then you give the description however you like. Red hair, has a haircut like Mo from the Three Stooges. Okay, so for Annabelle, and again, I'm gonna try to keep the magic things and things like that off of here. um, I had a thought and I lost it. Even while I'm writing these things, like, because I don't script most of my videos. I'm having thoughts even as I'm talking to you, and then it just sometimes I lose it. All right, so Annabelle, she's gonna be a little bit shorter than her brother. She's still gonna. I didn't change. This is just a reoccurring nightmare. She's medium. And I don't exactly know how. I think those are probably small categories, huh? Let me look. Oh, 4 foot tall. Okay, so we'll make him. That's quite. No, 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 no. We'll make him small, then. I wonder if there's a setting I can make, like, stop changing my font. Let me do it. I'm a big boy. Let me do it. All right, and she weighs 24 pounds. Should she be faster than him? We'll make her faster than him. And then for her stats, we'll go with something that's like go with some type of magic user. CR6 or so. You know, 5 to 7 usually, somewhere in there. All right, let's take a look at some 6s here. A Warlock. There we go. Warlock or Medusa? Maybe not with that health. We're gonna lower some. We're gonna lower quite a bit here, but I think we'll use this. Strength. We'll go with 6. So we're putting a huge amount in the books so far in the bank. Dex. Eight. So, yeah. So it's like not even... Like, at that point, really, you don't even have to keep track anymore, because it would take quite a whole lot to make up that huge deficit that I just gave her. That's 20 points off so far. Con. Let me see. So I could really just jack her con all the way up if I wanted to, but it has to make sense. To me, it has to make sense. So her constitution would probably be like 14. Decent, for sure. Not as much as her brother, though, because he's the tank. Intelligence, though. Boom. Boom. Alright, and then wisdom. Still just a kid. It's pretty good for a kid. There we go. Alright. Gonna do our abilities. That's gonna be huge, I think. All right, and then for her skills that she's trained in. Perception. Stealth. Alright, so her perception is going to only be a 3. And I don't feel, I don't know. I guess they're trying to make perception and investigation different, and I guess they kind of are, but one using intelligence and one using wisdom. I don't know. Like, I think they simplified the game too much, so now they actually have to go further than they have it. Like, I feel like... I don't know. Would your perception be wisdom or intelligence in real life, you know? I feel like it would be intelligence. Wisdom would be like for you to know what you're seeing, you know? I don't know. Wow. That's some poopy stuff there. Innate spellcasting. Yep, I'm gonna give her some innate spellcasting, but I'm not gonna write down what it is, just in case my players are watching. Three times a day each. And I'm not going to give her a spell list. How about that? I'll just give her that innate spell casting. Magic resistance. And let's see here. Yeah. Since I already gave away his special that he could split damage to her, she heals her brother for half of the amount she heals herself for. That creates a pretty beautiful dichotomy. Is she able to heal her mother though? I would say no. Not unless I decide one of her innate abilities is a healing ability. I haven't decided yet. What does she use as a weapon? A staff would be kind of silly. A wand? A wand of fireball? No, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy to cast inside. But it is D&D. I mean, players don't look for that type of realism. You know, they don't want to be burning down forests every time they cast a spell. Although I guess that could be interesting, but after a while, it gets super annoying. Because then you wouldn't be able to use half your spells inside. You wouldn't be able to use half of your spells outside. It's just, I don't know. Something I'll have to ask my players for the next campaign. If that's the type of realism they require. Alright, so let's get down to her HP and her AC. Are we going to give her more health than her brother? Or less? Does he have a higher con? He does. We'll give her... What does he have? 71? Yeah, he has 71. We'll give her 58. Who says I'm not fair? Her AC... is 14. Should I make... I don't know. I was thinking about making both the dolls extremely, extremely fast. And all the other dolls slow. I might make that change after I end this. But this is just to show you, you know, while I'm going through what I need to do, I'm basically making a video for you guys. Just to show you, you know, the inner workings. Everybody likes behind the scenes looks, right? So is she gonna have Is she only gonna attack with spells? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay. We're gonna make him. He's resistant to fire. And vulnerable to cold. And then she is resistant to cold and vulnerable to fire. Okay, so I was thinking maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe give them +4 proficiency, but it's okay. It's all right. I don't want to overwhelm them too much. I just want them to know that the book they're in is clearly more dangerous the further they get into it. All right. So her attacks. Her attack. We'll make it ice based. So then we go ice spells 5e. Ice storm. Okay. That's what we'll go with. All right. Yeah. So you pretty much got the idea, and I actually need to go outside for a moment, but yeah. The reason I'm gonna end it kind of is because it's gone over an hour by a bit. But you get a pretty good idea of what I'm going for. I kind of listed everything. I'm going to be looking at ice spells for her natural attack. And instead of giving her the spell list, I'm going to give her the limited times per day spells that she can cast. And so that will put a wrap on her power. Don't want her to overshadow the legendary creature that we created yesterday, and I don't think she will, because she doesn't have legendary actions, lair actions, villainous actions, things like that. And she's more limited. But her and her brother combined make a pretty good duo. All right, so there's that, and of course I'm going to have some surprises too, so that's why I don't want to show you everything. So yeah, there you go. There's making minions. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I know I said the last one was going to be my last video of the year, but it wasn't, because I had some time before I go to sleep, because I got to work in 4 hours, so I'm going to go to sleep. but I'm going to try to upload this video beforehand. Alright, so I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. And we start promoting tomorrow. Because I'm actually off. Am I off tomorrow? Yeah. But yeah, I am. Because tomorrow's Saturday. It's the campaign. I am off tomorrow. Alright. So, we will try to get some... We'll shoot. Yeah, we'll be able to advertise in some form or fashion. You know, make a tweet, make a few tweets, advertise on Facebook. I don't know if I'll be able to make my TikTok tomorrow necessarily because of the campaign. But we'll try to get that done too. But no worries because we have a few days off in a row. So it's going to get done. I do everything I say. And yeah. So we said we were gonna upload 15 more videos in December. We ended up uploading like 17 or 18. I think this is video 52 or 53. We would have been at a total of 50, before we start promoting. So we actually have extra videos. So that's good. I'm doing great. Hopefully you're doing great. Happy holidays. Please don't drink and drive. Please, whatever you do in life, just that is one of the worst choices you could make. If you don't want to hurt yourself, and more importantly, you don't want to hurt other people. And there's services. I know there's services out there from bars and things. They'll call you a cab. They'll pay, and some of them will pay for your cab or your Uber today. Take advantage. I encourage you to take advantage of those services if they have them. And hopefully, I'll see you all next video. If you like this, feel free to leave a comment. I'll respond to it. If you have questions, I'll answer it on the spot. If there's enough questions, I'll make a video, a Q&A video where I answer your guys' questions. That would be awesome. I would love to do that for you guys. So, and if you enjoy the channel, tell a friend and see if they like the channel too. All right. Gotta go. Peace.